everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Doug here as we get ready to play some more of Darkest Dungeon, the board game. This will be episode number 5, and we're going to dive right in after the last episode. I left off where we were about to roll our exploration dice for the round as we head to one of these two lair locations. It doesn't really matter which one we go to, but we're going to be able to get, I think, if we get lucky in the battles, get 3 experience out of this. We have one we've gotten so far from the room we cleared here. We cleared these 2, we'll get 3, and then we'll be in really, really good shape. Now, before I go on, I want to just talk about the channel a little bit, just briefly, and say, I haven't been posting as much for a number of reasons. One is I took on some extra responsibilities at my job temporarily, and they're weighing me down. They got a lot going on there, and also I think it's making me overdo it because I've been like perpetually with some kind of like cold bug viral type thing just constantly, and it's been making it hard for me to film because I can't, like, I have coughing fits and stuff like that. I'm trying to get through that too, so it's just weird. I never had that before. I feel like I've gotten sick more in the last couple of years than I have in my entire life. Maybe it's age, maybe I'm doing something wrong, need to change some things up, who knows. But I also noticed why I was not filming some stuff. There's some craziness in the industry. And this is why, when you ask, if you were to ask me why I don't grow the channel, why don't I turn it into something professional and revitalize my Patreon and start taking, advertisers and stuff like that, that's why. I enjoy just showing you guys games. I really do. So I decided I was about to turn it into a business like so many have. And I could have, I was on my way with, 6,000 plus subs, and could have kept going with that. And still do. I mean, I'm not turning away subs, mind you, but I'm also not relying on them for anything. Like, there's no revenue, really. It's just maybe a little bit to cover some basic costs of things. And it's still an investment more than a revenue stream for me, but it's an investment in fun, so it's okay. But anyway, there was certainly a lot of drama this week. If you haven't heard, there was a thing between a publisher and a YouTube content creator that went off the rails, and everybody had to chime in and have their opinion. And I'm not even going to get into the details of what happened. You can decide, go watch videos and decide for yourself. I will tell you, I can't remember the name of the woman that did a really good video on it that explained both sides pretty well. But if you can find hers, it actually took a very neutral stance instead of trying to take a position and cater to some audience. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not chasing down subs. I'm not chasing people down for money. I just don't care. I just want to enjoy the industry, and not the industry, but the board game world, the community, and you all. So I'm not going to talk about it beyond that. Just, man, it's just another example of why I didn't do it. Why I didn't go all out and turn this into a business. I don't want it to be a business. I have a job. I'm an executive in a very large company. I have a well-paid. I don't need money from this, so I don't want it. And I feel that if I ever turned it into a job, I'd be dealing with that drama. I already deal with some drama with people just being rude and obnoxious, but I just have to deal with that. I don't want it. I just want you all to enjoy what I do, if you do, or don't. If you don't, there's other people I'm sure that will, and that you'll enjoy. And so, let's just have fun with it. But God, we're not curing cancer in the board game industry. This drama shouldn't exist. We're not changing the world. We're just providing joy and entertainment. That's all it should be. So anyway, I'm off my high horse now. Let's play some Darkest Dungeon. Now, I've been playing the video game as well, particularly number 2. I just can't stop playing it. It's so fun. And you get to open up new things all the time. It's just great. It's a great game. If you haven't played the 2 computer games, you can get Darkest Dungeon, the original one, on even on iOS and I think Android devices too. I highly recommend it. It's so fun. It is a board game, essentially, in a video game style. So they've done a pretty good job at adapting this version to the video game, though it makes it fiddly and quirky, which I've talked about before. And so with that, we're not going to, I'm going to make some mistakes. I may or may not go back and correct them depending on how severe they are. Okay, but anyway, we do have to roll some dice. So I got our 4 dice out here because we explored. We're only going to have to roll 1 dice. We're going to start with our Hellion and see what happens with her. Hopefully we don't get any curios because I have no way to stop the bad stuff. One of the bummers about curios is that when you get them and you get the bad stuff, it tends to make the game more fiddly, actually, even though it's a cool part of the game and the mechanic. Okay, so this is going to be a pile of rubble, which means she's going to have to dig her way through, but we have no shovels. The Highwayman, I don't seem to roll blanks. Okay, he got food. I do have food. I do have food. I can do that. There's the curio for the grave robber. That's not good. And a blank for our Vestal. The Vestal lucks out and gets a blank die. Okay, so again, if you're ever wondering what these do, all you have to do is look here and it'll tell you what the exploration dice do. So this first one here that looks like a pile of rubble is exactly what it is. It's rubble. We can consume a tool, or we have to suffer 1 health per dungeon level and 1 damage. So that's what she's going to have to do because, and sorry, 1 more stress. So we're going to have to take a damage, so she's up to 6 and her stress goes up to 3. So she's okay. I mean, she's not in bad shape there, but that's that die. Woohoo! Okay, and then we got food. Well, I do have provisions. Might as well use them for the Highwayman. And then now we got the bad part, the curio. Let's see what we get for the curio. Now, she's going to have to take both the good and the bad of this curio because we don't have a torch to peer inside and see what it is so we can avoid the bad stuff. Kind of a bummer, but it'll be fun. All right, let's see what we get. Boosh, we get the heirloom chest. This is probably going to be pretty good, but not... Oh, you know what? This is great. This is fine. Okay, so this is going to be our grave robber again. A chest with the family sigil. As you open the lock, you hear a click followed by a prick of poisonous dart in the chest. You find a small pouch of coins. So we're going to take 1 stress. So she's a boar now. Bummer. We're going to take 1 blight for 3 turns, but we're going to just, you know what? I'm just going to automatically say, since I already have 3 of these, we'll just get rid of that. We won't suffer that. She is going to suffer a 2 debuff. I can't remember what it's called. Debuff. So she's got debuff for 2, which means it's easier for her to crit. The Hellion still has some debuffs too, so we're going to have to work through those in the next battle. And then last but not least, we get 5 coins. Yeah, we're actually getting some money now. Woohoo! So here's another 5. I think I'll take these 2 5s. Give us another 10. Big pile of coins. I want to have these big pile of coins on us. So look, we're at 25, 27 coins. That is great. And there goes the heirloom chest. So that was, and then this, of course, the Vestal was blank. So we're just going to take all these off the table. They are no longer needed for right now. And we're going to go into our next battle. So let's get our room cards out and see what we got. These are the room cards. So we're going to, well, let's just take a look at the map first. So there's like no sense in going over here, I don't think. I was wondering if there was a treasure room, but there isn't. Just 2 darks. There's an empty and 2 dark rooms over there, so that's okay. I think we'll just go to here then and clear this one, then we'll wrap back around and clear that one and see what we get for a room. We get the Tomb of Ancestors. Okay, we're going to get that out. I'll be right back and we'll set it all up. Okay, here is the Tomb of the Ancestors. And what it says here is on this green spot, we have Ancestors Glory. Heroes standing here are immune to Blight, Bleed, Debuff, Stun, Mark, and Pull. Remove any of these conditions if already applied. Man, oh wow, this is so cool. Oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. And I picked this little backdrop. I don't know if this is the right, it doesn't matter, it's just for the fun of it, but this is the backdrop to the room, to the Tomb of the Ancestors. Now let's place our characters down. Our Hellion is going here. She is, wait, no she's not. She is, where is she going? She's going way down here. Okay, so she doesn't get to get rid of that debuff. A Highwayman, however, is here, and that's cool. Wait, I'm going to put them on the wrong side. They're supposed to be... Where? Okay, slow down, Doug. There you go. She's here. These guys are all split up. He's here. And it looks like the other 3 in this order. It doesn't really matter, but they're all right here. Okay, so the Hellion's coming in from one side. The rest of the troop is coming in from the other. This is an important place. There are a couple of chests. Let me grab a random chest. There's one here, and there's one up in this corner. I already got them mixed up over on the other side of the board, and that's it. So let's see what our enemies are going to be for this battle. Looks like we're going to have a good, easy fight here. We're going to get into that space, and 3 characters can go there. So I need to get the Hellion and the Grave Robber there to get rid of the debuffs right away. Now they'll lose some of that each turn, but the Hellion's got a couple. They both got a couple of turns of debuffs to go. So let's see what monsters we get now. Okay, here we go. One more. I'll do one more shuffle and cut. And there we go. Let's see what we get. We get a Brigand Cutthroat. The Brigand Cutthroat is going to be in the front, so this is going to be our front position character. Now, you may already have one of those out. No, I don't. That's too bad. The next one's going to be a Cultist Brawler. It will be right here behind the Brigand Cutthroat. Now, all these guys are going to leave the game for the moment. A Bone Rabble. So all frontline guys. Just all fighters. Nothing too crazy yet. Okay, and a Bone Defender. Wow. So these are technically all frontline fighter types. I happen to have a Bone Rabble already right here. As you can see, this is the Bone Rabble. Put him there. And I think I even have a Bone Defender. I have a Cultist Brawler already out that we used from the last fight. And I'm looking for a Bone Defender. I guess I do not have one out, so I'm going to have to grab one out of the box. I'll be right back with the rest of the miniatures, and we'll get them all set up where they belong on the board. So this guy's going to go here, and this guy's going to go where? Here. And then we'll put the other ones out. All right, here is the setup for this battle. This is the Bone Defender right here. He's all clad in armor and ready to fight it out. With his bloody axe, he's ready to go. He's going to take some guys down with some special abilities. This is the Bone. You've seen this guy, the Bone or Cultist Brawler. We got the Cutthroat here, and he is over here guarding his chest. Let's look at what he does real quick. Oops, sorry, just banged my camera all over the place. Okay, this is his ability. So since he's in the primary position, that we're going to roll a die, and it's going to be 1 or 2. So he's going to either do Slice and Dice, which is a crit one for 6 damage, or 8 for 4 damage and 2 debuffs. That goes for the most crowded area, and he can hit 2 people, I guess. No, one person, most crowded area, 2 attacks, right? 2, yeah. Okay, then, or he'll do Uppercut, which is 1 crit for 9 damage, 8 for 5, and then a push, and it's going to be on the furthest with 1 character. So that's in the current position. That's where he's going to be at. Hopefully, we get to go first and just take him down. Though he's over here, so it'd have to be up to our big barbarian, the Hellion, to do that. So here's our cards. Let's shuffle up our cards and get going. Hopefully, we can take this guy. I want to get the Hellion actually and the Grave Robber into that space to avoid all the negative stuff and get rid of our debuffs. Okay, I think this is good, right? Okay, one more cut, and then we'll go. It is going to be a hero first. I'll shuffle that again, but we did draw a hero the first card, so that's going to be our Hellion. And then let's see. Let's just do a quick shuffle on these again since one of them flipped out. Okay, that'll be our cards for the round. So the Hellion's going first. Hellion is going to, I could do Iron Swan right from where I'm at, 2 spaces away for 7. How much does the Brigand have? 8. He's got 2, that would make it a 7 though. 7 to hit. Well, actually, yeah, 7 to hit. That's not great. You know, I got to remember our torch is full, so we're at +1 dodge. We got 2 dodges going on there. But he does 2. So I think we can do we can go in with Iron Swan as our first attack, and then I don't have anything else that can attack it at more than 1 range, so I would have to move. So I don't know if we're going to kill him, but we want. Let's see. He can move. He can move 1, so he can't get to us with his. Well, he can with his 1 ability, depending on what he gets. If he rolls the uppercut. No, there's 0. So Slice and Dice he can get to us by moving 1, but if he rolls the uppercut, he won't get to attack. So I think we're going to stay where we're at, and we're going to make our roll using the Iron Swan, which is a range 2. It means we're scooping our weapon way out and upward to hit the Brigand over there. Let's see if we can get him. Hopefully we can get a crit. That would be awesome. We've got to roll a 1, but hey. Oh, well, I did. Wow. Okay, so we rolled a crit. I think this guy is kaput already. So crit on the Iron Swan is going to do 12 points of damage. So we literally obliterated this guy in the very first attack of the round. Good job. That reduces her stress by 1. Unfortunately, she's the only one there to see it, so she's the only one that gets the stress. And then she might as well go 1, 2. Oh, and then I forgot I need to take the... She's only got one debuff token left on her, so it'll be gone by the time the next round rolls around. Okay, that is it for her. Wow, that was a great round, and the Cutthroat is gone. That means the Cultist Brawler. These guys all move up. They're all frontliners, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Now, let's see who goes next. I don't know if we're going to get that lucky. We're not. So it is going to be the Cultist Brawler. Now, what is he going to do? He is currently in the front position. So he's in this position. He's going to use ability number 1, which is Rend for the Old Gods. He can move 1. And he's got a range of 1. He can move 2, so he can get to wherever he wants. He's going to go to the closest. The closest is definitely going to be the Highwayman, unfortunately. So, but yeah, we can get 4 people in there. So he's going to go 1, and he has a range of 1, so he might as well just stay there, right? That's what he would do, and he's going to attack the Highwayman. Okay, so with the Highwayman has a dodge of 2 because of the torchlight. So the attack is 8, so it's a 6 or lower. He might miss. That would be awesome. We haven't had a lot of misses. Let's see. A miss, a 3, no. So definitely hits our Highwayman. What does he do? Well, on a normal hit, he's going to do 3 damage. So 3 damage to the Highwayman. That puts the Highwayman at 5. He's got 2 damage already. And then we're going to do bleed. Now, I don't have any more bandages, so I can't really stop this, unfortunately. It's going to be bleed 1 for 3 turns. And let's see here. Just trying to make sure I get all my bleed tokens. There's the bleed 1 for 3 turns right there on the Highwayman. And then we're going to do, that's not it though, we're doing 2 turns of debuff on the Highwayman. So get those out. 2 turns of debuff on the Highwayman. That means the Highwayman is easier to crit on. And then 1 stress. So he's at 5. That was rough. Okay, but that was the bone, sorry, not the bone, the Cultist Brawler's attack, and we are done with that. So hopefully the Highwayman gets to go next. He does. So the Highwayman's going to go next. We're going to remove a debuff. We're going to remove a bleed token, which means he takes 1 bleed damage. So it's 6 now. And we will continue with his attack. Now, he is obviously got to get to the Brawler. He's got a movement of 2. So he could move into that space. Let's see. Wicked Hack is good. The Brawler has an immunity. I think he's immune to something. He's resistant to stun. We don't do any stuns, really. We do bleeds. So I can go in and do Open Vein and bleed the guy. Or I can do that. I have to be at 0 range for that. I can do Pistol Shot from 1 to 2 range. You know what I'm going to do for my first action? I'm going to go 1, 2 to here. Now this could make him vulnerable, but the Hellion's on her way. So I'm going to go 1, 2 to there, and then I'm going to do Wicked Hack. Oh wait, Wicked Hack's a 0. I have to do Pistol Shot. We're not going to do that. Let's see. I wanted to get in there to get rid of it would automatically get rid of the debuffs, but it's only 1 more turn. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's do this. We'll just move in here. We're going to start to fight this guy. Only 2 people can be in there, so now no one else can get into the space, which is fine. We can pass through it, we just can't land in it. And then he's going to do Wicked Slice. So he's got a 9, and the Brawler has no dodge. No, he doesn't. So it's a 9 or less, and if he hits, it'll be 7 damage. The Brawler, that's not going to kill the Brawler, unfortunately. So let's see what we get here. A 6, that did hit, not a crit. So we are going to do 7 points of damage to the Brawler. And that is going to be our Highwayman's entire turn, unfortunately. Hopefully he didn't draw too much, he's not going to draw too many more attacks from that. So the Brawler has gone. Let's see who goes next. It is going to be the Bone Rabble. So the Bone Rabble is in the position of defense. So it is going to do attack number 1, Bump in the Night. It's just a really basic attack. He's going to, he can't do it. He cannot do it. He can only move 1. The space, it's a range 0 attack, and the space is occupied. There's only 2 dots there, meaning only 2 people can go there. So he's standing there looking at it like, what am I supposed to do? He can't move into here because he only got 1 movement. So he can't get through. He's just stuck there. Oh, that was great. That was a great way to end that for the Bone Rabble. And then, oh, then the Bone Defender is going to go as well. So all three of the bad guys are going now. Let's see what he's going to do. Now, he's in the ranged position, so he's in this position. He's going to use attack 3, which is Clumsy Axe Blade. It's a range 1. He has 1 movement. He can attack the Highwayman. And it is going to be, oh, it's going to be the furthest. And which would be the Hellion. So he's moving towards the Hellion, but he doesn't get to attack because he can only attack 1, and he's only got a range of 1, so he can only attack there. And that is going to end his turn. Wow, we're getting lucky on how these guys are acting. That is fantastic. So his Clumsy Axe, he's stumbling over there and doesn't get to attack the Hellion. Of course, the Hellion is not going to attack him either this turn. But that's okay. Next up, though, we have our... wait. Why is this? Oh, because it's dead. So the last one is dead, and then the next one's going to be the Grave Robber. The Grave Robber, what is the Grave Robber going to do? Let's see. Grave Robber's not in the best shape. Got a debuff. I got to take a debuff token off the Grave Robber. There we go. And let's see. We can do Pick to the Face. It is a range 0. We can't do that. Poison Dart, we could do that. We can do Throw Dagger. We got options. I could do 2 Blight on the... Yeah, let's do the... I like that. Let me see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I hit with the Throwing Daggers, it will die. And if it doesn't die, it'll die on the next turn. So we're going to do Throwing Daggers from our Grave Robber. Now, Grave Robber can move 3, so we're going to probably move the Grave Robber as well. Let's see. Throwing Daggers hits on a range of 1 to 2, crits on a 2, hits on a 9, and we'll do +1 versus Blight, but if we're not blighted, +2 versus marked, not marked. So we can kill it. It is possible. Let's see what we get here. If we can kill it, if we hit, we'll do 4 damage, which is just enough to kill it. It does not have any dodge, so we just need to roll, and we missed. Well, since she missed, she can do it again. So she threw daggers, and if you miss with an attack, you can do it again. If you succeed, you can't do the same attack again. Let's do it again. A 4. So it wasn't a crit, but it was enough to kill the Brawler, who had 7, and it has a normal health of 11. We just did 4 more for 11. It is dead. We've killed it. Okay, and the Brawler is now off the board. Yay. So this fight's going pretty well for us too, I might add. All right, and then last but not least, we have the Vestal. Vestal's got, now we got to get some healing done with the Vestal. Oh, I'm going to move her. I'm going to move her. Let's see, I'll move her to here for now. We're going to go after the chest, but, well, she can go into this space here. Oh, I don't want her to take damage. I should just move her in. You know what I should do? I'll move her here after she killed the big bad guy. That way, the Bone Rabble can't move into attack, and when and then the Vestal can go. So the Vestal's going to do. I think the Vestal's going to start with Divine Comfort. It can attack. It's going to hit all the folks in that area. It needs a 12 or less to hit. It can crit. Let's see what we get. Rolled a 6, so we definitely succeed, which means we're going to heal just 2, which is fine. So the Highwayman heals 2. We're going to take 2 off the Highwayman and 2 off of the Grave Robber, leaving her with 4 damage. And then she is also going to heal herself for 2. She did have 5 damage on her, so it's going to leave her with 3 damage on herself. Good job. That was 1 action. Now for her second action, she might, let's see, what's the range on this? Just 1. Too bad. Let's say we could do Dazzling Light on the Bone Rabble, but we can't. She's got a whopping movement of 1, so she can't even move. She could do, you know what she's going to do then, is do Divine Grace, which is a 0 to 1 range, and she's going to hit the, they're both at 4, so it doesn't really matter. She'll hit, well, the Highwayman's got Bleed, so she'll hit the Highwayman with a Divine Grace. That way he can take a little more damage. Let's see, this is going to be a 12 or less. A 10 almost missed, but she is going to then remove 3 points, so just 1 damage on our guy, let's see, on our Highwayman. And that is going to mark the end of the round. So we're going into round 2. We still have 2 enemies left to go. That is the Bone Rabble and the Bone Defender. So the minions of the Necromancer are surviving, and the cultists have gone down. So we're going to shuffle up again. We're going to do this do another round. Now we're going to get some treasure this round. This is cool. I'm excited about that. I like treasure. Hopefully we get either more money or more stuff. We'll see. Here, we got the deck ready to go. Let's do it. Okay, the Hellions' first action is going to be to open the chest. A provision or another one of these, man. How many are there? Because I didn't even put the other two back in the pool yet. Man, this is rough because I want to have enough provisions to get to the room safely. If we could get a torch or something, that'd be fantastic. I think we're gonna do the provision, y'all. Let's do the provision. A torch! Wow, okay, perfect. I needed that. That was actually very worthwhile. And then for her second action, what's she going to do? Does she want to just go get in his face? I mean, he's going to be able to move to her and attack. Or will he? No, if she stays where she's at and does nothing, just does nothing, he can't get to her. Look. He's in, well, actually, he's in the shield position now, so we're going to have to roll. He might be able to. He's going to do one of those two things, so he's going to be able to get to her with one attack. Well, these both have zeros. He won't be able to get to her, so she's not, because she's sacrificing the remainder of her turn. She's going to stand there. Now, she is not necessarily, well, she's the closest by rank, so he will go after her, so that's good. Okay, let's see. Next up, the Highwayman. Or actually, that was... What did I do? I just went for the first. Okay, I'm glad she went first. I think I didn't know that. But anyway, let's go. Bone Rabble's going next. Got a little out of sorts there, but we're okay now. Like I said, I have this incessant, just plaguing, like, not quite sick, but kind of sick thing going on that won't go away, so I had to stop and hack up along. Okay, so the Bone Rabble's going next. The Bone Rabble is in the same position as it was before. It is in the attack position, which means it's going to use Bump in the Night, and it is a zero range attack into a space it cannot move into. So that is his turn. Next up, we have the Highwayman. Well, the Highwayman... How many people can fit in this space? Just two. So, Highwayman's going to pistol shot the Bone Rabble. There. The pistol shot is 1 to 2 range. He's at 1 range, and this is the... Now, we don't have marked, so we're just going to have to get lucky and roll a decent number. An 8. Is that going to be enough? Does the Bone Rabble have a dodge? It does not, and it would need a 9. So it succeeded, and we did 5 points of damage to the Bone Rabble. The Bone Rabble has 6, so it's got 1 health left. And then for his second action... What's he going to do? I mean, well, I forgot to do these. I always forget these. Got to remember. So that went away, but he also gets a bleed. I got to remember to put a bleed on him, so he's got 2 damage again. And then last but not least, what does he want to do with his next turn? He could back up. I don't know what good that would do. He's occupying the space where the Bone Rabble can't get into. He'll just stay there. That's it. He shot successfully. He doesn't have anything else with a range. Everything else is range 0, so that's what he did. Bam! Just shot it. He's moving on. Now I'm playing it a little off here in the sense that I want to get to these chests, so I'm not rushing to kill these things. Because, we have to face the Necromancer. We haven't leveled up anything, really. We leveled up one place in the hamlet, and that's it. So we got to do that. So next up is going to be the Grave Robber. We still have the one of the bad guys to go, so we'll see. The big bone guy. The Grave Robber is going to pick to the face. Nope, that's a 0. Yeah, she's going to move in, and she will pick to the face the Bone Rabble. Okay, she'll kill it if she succeeds. It needs a 9, so it needs a 9. Let's see if she gets it. A 1, she criticaled. I mean, she gets to lose a stress again. That's awesome. And she did 7 points of damage with pick to the face and took this guy. Ignores armor, by the way, but we don't have any. So this guy is gone too. And now we don't have the Bone Rabble. Okay, and that was her action. So next up, let's see who's it going to be. It's going to be the Big Bone Defender. He is simply going to move here. And if you look at his abilities, we're going to, either one we do, he's going to move towards him. Closest. So moving towards our Hellion, and can't get there because it's only got 1 move to attack and there's 0 attacks. So that is what that character does. And we got the Vestal again. So the Vestal is going to, I think, who's hurt? She's hurt. Yeah, she's going to go here. Yeah, she'll go here. She's going to heal the person with the most damage right now is the Grave Robber. So she's going to cast her Divine Grace on the Grave Robber. 0 to 1 range. It needs a 12. It can't miss, but it can crit, and it just did again. I crit for the second time. So crit on that, and that means that the Highwayman is going down to a stress, and she is going down to stress. So we're doing pretty good on the stress in this one too. The Divine Grace is going to crit for 5. That's going to be enough to completely heal the Grave Robber. Good job. Good job. And that's all it does. Okay. All right. Well, that's that. That is the round. So we got the Hellion facing off against the Bone Defender down there. And the other 3 up top, they're going to start coming to help. So here's our deck. Let's make sure our initiative deck is all right, and we're going to shuffle it. Okay, it's mostly going to be heroes going. We just need a chest and then to go help the Hellion. I'd like to get down there and take some of the health off the Hellion. That would be awfully nice. Okay, sufficiently shuffled. Let's see. What do we got? We got, oh, the Bone Rabble gets to go first. He is actually going to get to attack. So he moves in, and we're going to roll a d10 to see what attack he does. He's going to do one of the top 2. So he does number 6, which is going to be 6 through 10. That's the second one. Dead weight. Okay, wow. Oh, gosh, this is not wonderful. It needs a 9, so it needs a 7 right now because of our light. I rolled a 10. Totally missed. Woohoo! We are getting lucky in this fight. So just totally missed the Hellion completely. And now it's the rest of the heroes go. So the Hellion's going to go. Going to attack, going to, I think, I could move 2 away and Iron Swan and make it chase me. Let's do that. We're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to Iron Swan. Let me see, do I have any tokens on her? No, yeah, I got 1 more debuff, so that's gone now. And then she's going to attack it with her Iron Swan, which is, needs a 9, because the creature has no defense, but he does have armor. I got to remember that. Yeah. A 6. So a 6 is going to hit. Now armor, what is, I got to remember exactly what armor does for armor protection. A protected character takes only half, rounded up, of damage. Ooh. Okay, well this is going to be a little harder to kill than I thought. We got to get over there because we are in round 3. All right, well the Iron Swan does 7, so that means we're going to do 4, I guess. Is it rounded up? Say rounded up or rounded down? There, did it say? Let's see, protection, round up. Okay, so it's going to take 4 points of damage. Not nearly enough to kill it. It's got 10. And the Iron Swan went off, so the Hellion is done with her attack. Okay, next up is going to be the Highwayman. I think the Highwayman is going to step here. And, man, how much? He's got how many moves? He can move 2. So he's going to move all the way to here, and he'll pistol shot the Bone Defender. There we go, pistol shot. Not going to do that much damage, but we got to add it up, right? So let's get this out again. We're going to need a 9 or less. We rolled a 4, so that's going to hit. It's 5 points, so it's going to do 3 more. So we'll just take a 5 and leave 1 out there. Yeah, there we go. So he's at 6 now out of 10, and that is the Highwayman's turn. Then we're going with the Grave Robber. The Grave Robber is going to take this chest. Oh, man, there's a lot of these ones. Do I want more provisions, or do I want... I think we're going money. Money, money, money. Let's see if we can get enough gold here. A 2, whopping 4 gold. That's double, right? Yeah, double, times 2, so 4 gold. Woohoo! So now, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3... Going to get these ones out. I mean, there's 1, 2. Well, I could just put a 5 out and take all of, yeah, here we go. There we go. There, now we got 30 gold to spend when we get back to town. That's really good. We got another fight to go, so we'll see how this goes for us. Okay, next up, we are going to go with the Vestal. And I guess, what did we do? We went out of order somewhere. Oh, I just put on the wrong card. Okay, well, we're going to go with the Vestal now. And the Vestal is going to... Well, actually, she can still move. She will move here, because why not? That automatically gets rid of this last debuff token. And then the Vestal can move to here. That's really as far as the Vestal. Vestal can only move one. It's the Grave Arbor that has 3 move. But we don't want the Grave Arbor any closer. So the Vestal is going to move there and going to cast Divine Comfort in this space. That's the one that heals everyone. It needs a 12. It just doesn't do as much healing. And 10. Almost failed there. So that's going to do 2 healing to the Highwayman, who, by the way, still has 1 damage because I had 1 bleed on him. So there we go. And that will be 2 to the Hellion, leaving her with 3 damage still on her, and then 2 to herself, right? She heals herself. 2, yes, herself 2, so she's down to 1 damage. She has done some really powerful healing in this round, but we got to kill this guy in this last round. We got to dogpile him and get him killed, because we will fail if we don't do it in this round. We're going on to round 4. He's only got 6 out of 10. We got to get 4 more damage on him. Hopefully we can do that. And let's see. Let's shuffle these up and see if we can get him. Okay. All right. Here we go. There we go. So the Hellion's going first. Hellion is going to go 1. She can move 2, right? 2 into here. And she's going to do her most powerful attack. Oh, actually, if I do it, no, I can't do it if it bleeds. I don't have any more time. We're going to do Wicked Hack. Needs 9. Remember, this thing does not have any... Wait, don't I have something? That's the yeah, we're okay. We're okay. So we're going to... It needs a 9. We rolled a 4, so we do... Let's see, another 4 damage. And that will do it. That is exactly 10. So we will kill it because we're going to do... So instead of doing 7 damage with Wicked Hack, we did 4, and that was just enough to kill it. So boom, it is dead. We have killed the big bone defender. Okay. Our fights are going really, really well. We're doing quite well in battle. But now we're going to get to collect our rewards from this fight. We will get the initiative deck back together. Collect our rewards. And our rewards are 1 experience per layer cleared. So we get to add another experience. We now have 3 experience total, and this layer is cleared. And that is where we will end this episode. So thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for subscribing. We're about probably about just a few episodes of going up against the Necromancer himself. I'm excited about that and seeing if we can do it. Now we're going to get to go back and level pretty soon, but we're going to still have to move a couple spaces through the dungeon and see what befalls us. So anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.